go, man. Win, win, win. That's all I can think about. All right, y'all. So I came in clapping because if you made it to this, man, if you've been listening to me talk for this long, I just want to congratulate you. Because like I said, this information, like, this is it. This is to me, this is the game changer, man, for real. Like, this process, bro, this is so crazy, man. Like, words can't even explain it. I just want people to go through this process and then tell me about their journey through it. You know, at first I was starting this off with, because, you know, I was focused on like just trying to make money from it, just trying to coach people and trying to, you know, just skip steps, basically, you know, do a lot of shit that really comes after, doing the process for myself and really progressing it, you know. I'm just so happy and grateful now that I got I'm so happy and grateful for the divine, you know, giving me the courage to live out my mind with my purpose aligned. And I'm thankful for this information, man. I'm thankful for to be able to stand here right now with y'all doing this. I'm thankful for my phone, my thing that's holding the phone, my whiteboard. I love whiteboards. I always liked to write on whiteboards, even when I was in school. I don't know why, it's just something I like to do. I know a lot of other people like to do that as well. But y'all, drop me something in the comments. Drop this in the comments. What's a word that you always struggle with? No matter how many times you spell it, you seen it get spelled, you writing it, and you kind of like, man, is that spelled right? Because for me, that word is attachments. I probably got a few words like that, but it's always attachment because I don't know if I'm supposed to put 2 T's. I don't even know if that's right now. I don't know if it's 2 T's or 1 T, and I never seem to get it right. But anyway, like I said, we on number 7, man. I always liked the number 7 ever since I was little. Before I knew it was even so called lucky, I just always have liked that number. So we on the 7th installment of the paradigm shift. This episode was called Breaking Away from Negativity, y'all. And I'm putting my first illustration here. I got hundreds of illustrations, you know, that I've been given to, that I've came up with my own. And just like Bob Proctor said, I'm gonna say it too, I just love this information because it's not mine. You know what I'm saying? None of this information is mine. Of course, what I come up with, you know, is helpful. It's coming from my own thoughts, coming from progression. But I mean, this is just a paradigm of information that has been passed down on how to shift a paradigm. It's really crazy. But this illustration right here, this right here in between, this is you, this is who you want to be. This is the terror barrier, y'all. So when you get to shifting the paradigm, when you changing your old habits that was passed down to you, you will hit something called the terror barrier. This is another example of a glass ceiling, you know, something that you're going up and you're trying to break through, but you keep hitting it. Another way I can explain this is resistance. For any of my day traders, supporting resistance, y'all, it's so deep, man. This thing going in so many different ways, but this is a resistance to the shift of the paradigm, right? So the thing that makes paradigm shift so difficult is that when attempting to shift the paradigm, your old paradigm will be right there with you. It gets stronger right there. As you get strong enough to break it, it's getting strong enough to hold you. So those habits that you're trying to quit, you're gonna have more you're gonna have more of that popping up. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, but you know, the old paradigm, your old ways, your old triggers, man, like it's really deep. Once you go to shift that paradigm and it begins to work for you, you hit what's called the terror barrier. And what it wants to do is it wants to knock you back into being comfortable. Shifting the paradigm is most likely the most uncomfortable thing you ever gonna do in your life, is changing who you are. And the thing is, when you hit that terror barrier, you either gonna pass it and be uncomfortable in growth, or you're gonna be comfortable and staying the same who you are. That terror barrier determines that. You know, I still hit the terror barrier sometimes when I'm shifting something new, but I've just gotten so good at knocking it out the way because I know where I'm going now, you know what I'm saying? But if somebody who don't know where they're going, you ain't got no direction, you ain't got no purpose, as soon as you go to shift, you're gonna get knocked right back into your paradigm, like almost immediately, because you don't have no purpose. You get past that wall and it's like, oh dang, where do I go now? Well, you go where the only place that you can go, which is back to where you was, because you don't know where you're going. You have no direction. So you get past the wall and then you just going like this, you know what I'm saying? Just standing in circles and going left and right, up and down. You're not having no progressive motion, you know what I'm saying? Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. That means progressively realizing, getting closer to the ideal, get closer to making that happen. I don't want y'all to get that confused with the destination, because like I said, it's never a destination, it's a journey. But throughout your journey, you will have these processes happen over and over again, and it kind of is very helpful to be like a monitor of where you're going. So like I said, breaking away from that negativity, you truly break away once you pass that terror barrier, once you break through that glass ceiling, you know what I'm saying? That's when, all hell gonna break loose. Once you hit that terror barrier, that's hell breaking loose. You sending things down your nervous system. You're doing something that you never thought you could before. Our brains are constantly trying to keep us alive, and so really you have to fight. That's really why you have to fight with yourself, with your own paradigm, because your brain is made to keep you safe. So anything that you have never done before, your brain like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not trying to let you do that. It's going to continually push you back, and that going against it in that own process, that can also cause a lot of anxiety, depression, because you fighting against who you've been your whole life. You might begin to shift your paradigm, and you might fall out with a lot of friends. You're gonna fall out with a lot of friends. You might fall out with family. You might fall out with a lot of people. People won't look at you different. People won't, oh, you think you this and that. No, I'm just shifting my paradigm. I'm not who I was anymore. So, the people that hold you to that standard, they gonna have to fall off, or they gonna continuously be irritated with you until they shift their paradigm and level up with you as well. That's why it's really important. That's why a lot of people lose friends, and they change their circle and stuff, because a lot of people is not trying to elevate. I was the one person before not trying to elevate, so I'm not saying it's bad. You just don't know. You don't have the knowledge, or you just not doing it. You're not making it happen, and that's what it is, and things happen. But as long as you attempting to go that way, things gonna happen for you. You're gonna resonate with other people that might be farther along than you are, but they see you and they self, because you are where they were once at. Somebody who's not trying to move away from that yet, they're gonna be comfortable with you not excelling. You know what I'm saying? So get pay attention to that. If you got friends who you want to elevate, you trying to elevate, and they like, nah man, you don't need to do that, or they comfortable with who they are, you might need to let them people go. And it just hurt, but it is what it is. You might need to let yourself go, because you the one that's complacent where you at. I had to let my old self go. So it's just something that gotta happen. It's part of the process that gotta happen. It's another hard truth. A lot of hard truths come in life, you know what I'm saying? So we don't want to be caught up. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing to y'all, or nobody that I know, none of my kids, none of that. I'm not sugarcoating, because we don't got time for that. We can't be sugarcoating coddled, not in today's world. What's going on? So shooting into the 7th chakra. That's why I love it, man. These two programs, totally different things, but they resonate so well together. So we got the crown chakra. This is the 7th chakra with the 7th day, with the 7th episode of the paradigm. And this is not the end, because we know, this is an ongoing process, but this is the last installment. This is the last chakra to, when you fully getting in tune. And the color is violet to white. The element is thought, because thoughts are things. So that's the element right there. The function is understanding. Okay, you understand. You stand within. You understand yourself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of ways we are taught. We always taught to go outside of ourselves. But I'm telling you, when you go inside, that's when you get the real understanding. A lot of times we be lost because we trying to understand shit when you're not supposed to stand under nothing. You're supposed to understand it so you fully know. Understanding is knowing. I don't want to believe, I want to know it. So it deals with pure cosmic energy, and is blocked by earthly attachments, people. So, family, when you get to this point, you're gonna have to get to the mindset where you're ready to let everything go, man. Like your earthly attachments, that ties into the love chakra, because we understand that love is a form of energy which it cannot die. So that's can be a lot of times when we hold on to earthly attachments, attachments with our family, with loved ones and that nature. But it's like you have to let things go, because whatever is going to happen to them people, whatever is going to happen to you, is going to happen regardless. So once we get once we focus on letting go our earthly attachments and really tap into that pure cosmic energy, you know what I'm saying, really tapping into that God energy, I'm telling y'all, that's where it's, you know what I'm saying, like, it's just part of the process, but it just resonates so well. Like, you can see from day one till now how these things make sense, going from 1 to 7. And this is not just a process where, oh, I did it, I'm done. No, these are energy centers in your body. You always gonna have this. You always gonna have the fight with pure cosmic energy and earthly attachments. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna have the battle with survival and fear. That's for Monday today. That's always gonna be something that's going on. Your energy is not cutting off ever. So this is something that's our own continuing process. So I don't want nobody to see this and do what I did the first time and just went through the process. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm done. 1 through 7. All right, yeah, I got it now. I'm him now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to do that. What I want y'all to do is continuously go through this information, man. I'm dropping a program soon to where I'm putting all this information on paper, and I'm making a checklist to see, like, okay, am I staying on purpose? You know what I'm saying? Is my energy resonating with my purpose so that I can do that, or am I going against my own self and going against my purpose? All of that coming together. And basically, yeah, man, like, this, to me, what I believe, this is the way, I believe to get anything you want in life. But it's really not even to get anything, not to make it materialistic, because the best thing, the best gift to everybody else and the best gift to God is to develop yourself as much as possible to become the person that you was truly calling to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what this process is all about, man. It's about being who you really supposed to be. Not letting anxiety and depression trick you out your spot, man, because we really blessed to be in this day and age, you know what I'm saying, with this much information and technology, but also just, with the paradigm that we have now, we had a real crazy turning point. If you look at the world, like, the paradigm of the world is shifting right now. The energy of the world is shifting right now. That's why so much crazy shit going on, because it's like you either on this side or you on that side. You either stuck to your earthly attachments, or you either getting in tune with pure cosmic energy. You know what I'm saying? You either loving or you grieving. It's one or the two. And if both, you make sure you have a balance. You know what I'm saying? That's what's got to be balanced out. Everything has balance. And if you don't have balance, then you're going to have consistent turmoil. You're going to have consistent problems and issues that are out of control. I'm not saying during the process you're going to have problems. You're going to have problem every day. But is it balanced, though? Can you work on the problem? Can you still handle stuff and not let it knock you off from being consistent with making money, being consistent with, loved ones, and consistent with life and entrepreneurship? We want to have these energy centers balanced out so we can still do these things and not lose control, right? The structure, the control, the paradigm is giving you the control. The chakra is your energy. So as long as you have structure, you have a structured flow, you know what I'm saying, to where it's structure, it's practical. You got steps on what's going on. You know exactly what you're doing from this step to the next step, and you make sure your energy is being monitored in a way to where it's not out of control and it's not deterring you from your path. Then how can you fucking lose? How can you lose? Or better yet, I'm gonna ask y'all a question that I ask myself every day: how can I win? How can you win? Drop that in the comments. 2 things I want y'all to drop in the comments. 1 thing is, what's that word that you always have an issue with? And then 2, drop in the comment how you can win. Like, even if it's an action, what's the next move that could be your best move? What's the action you can take right now today that's gonna put you to that purpose of who you really want to be? So yeah, man, this is what I do every day. This is what I'm studying every day, beside other things that I want to use to make money and work and everything else. This is my work-life balance right here. You know what I'm saying? This is really good for work-life balance, and it's just really good for anything if you want to do. If you want to get closer with God, if you want to get closer with your family, if you want to just try something new, you want to learn new things, this is a great process for that. So yeah, drop in the comments what resonate with y'all. This finna be crazy, man. We finna end this year with a bang, and then going into 2025, we finna come in 2025 swinging, y'all. You hear me? Like, it's about to be a great year. You know what I'm saying? A lot of money about to be made. I can already feel it. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of trauma gonna be healed. A lot of people becoming who they really want to be. You know what I'm saying? That's why things is going crazy. You got to go through that pain so you can get that, hey, you know, pain, I forgot what the saying was, but you know, I'm gonna just hit y'all with another quote. What is my favorite quote? What I believe is the best quote ever. How you do one thing is how you do everything, y'all. Please, like, please focus on that quote because it's so important. It's literally the paradigm. It's literally the chakra. How you do one thing is how you've been doing it. How you do one thing is how your energy been, you know, monitored that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's really crazy. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Locking in and tuning in with me. And this ain't it. Just because I ended the process, now I'm gonna be going deeper with more illustrations, you know, more examples, more trials and tribulations that I went through going through this same process, and relating that to real life situations, just so I can be able to, you know, share my story, tell my story, motivate people, do a lot of things in one. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Like, share, subscribe, follow my Instagram. All that is going to be in the link. My Instagram, my TikTok, my Discord group. You can drop, you know, we dropping a lot of knowledge in there. We got trades in there. We got inspirational stuff in there. Music, if you're a musician, you know what I'm saying? We got stuff, we got something for everybody, man. So let's just rock out. Let's win. I love y'all. Let's get it.